Okay, hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sam Harkin, and welcome back to Song of Sire. So if you recall in the last part, we said that we wanted everything back, but this time we're going to try Don't Need It Anymore, and maybe that's going to lead us to another ending. Okay? On that terrible day when I first opened my eyes after the accident, what would my answer have been? When I think back on this many years from now, will I wish that my answer today had been different? It doesn't matter. Here at this moment, there is no doubt in my mind. Who was that? I asked Sarah, looking at the unidentifiable pieces of the monster. The man living next door. I don't know his name. Oh, so it was Mr. Suzumi. He was hardly a stranger. We've been neighbours for as long as I can remember. I'd go so far as to say we were on good terms before the accident. And now I've killed him with my own two hands. I feel a little. Mr. Suzumi, the kindly painter who lived next door, is but a distant memory. God, I need to get my gravel. The pieces of meat around me belong to a creature whose mere existence was nauseating. Only by killing the vermin could I find relief. He complained about my yard being filthy, the swine. Jesus, it doesn't matter what Sai did. He wasn't worth keeping alive anyway. These are my honest feelings. My hands are wet with another man's blood, and yet I am utterly calm. Now I know what I lost in the accident. Sai says that I can take it back, but I know that I cannot. It is gone forever, like the life of the man called Suzumi. Hey Sire, no doctor could possibly fix my condition, you know. Feel me naughty. You can do what no human is capable of. You're not human, are you? Well, yeah, thank you for finally questioning. Sire looks away, her expression unreadable, because she's facing away from me, which, you know, tends to make expressions not readable. Everything is monstrous and loathsome in my eyes. Everything but Sire. I thought she was somehow unique. I was wrong. I see her just as I do everything else, as something other than what she really is. But why should that surprise me? Sire is part of my world, just as I am of hers. It doesn't change what we are to each other. I stand and walk over to Suzumi's dismembered corpse. I read this manga once, about a man who recovered from an accident only to find they could no longer see the world as it was, kind of like me. I finally realized that even though the stench of these monsters' flesh turns my stomach, their blood and guts smell pretty good. In fact, I know this fragrance quite well. It's the fruity! He saw people as rocks and robots as beautiful women. And so he fell in love with something that wasn't remotely human. I retrieve the cleaver and pick up part of Suzumi's body and start removing the skin and tendons. Ah, just as I thought, the stuff underneath is exactly the same as what Saya and I have been eating. Hey, listen. Wow, Jesus Christ, this guy is completely fucking psycho. Feel me naughty? Oh, sorry. You're in no mood for that now, are you? Now that it's dead though meat is meat, it'd be a shame to throw it away. We should get it in the fridge. Is that alright with you? Sure. I mean, I feel like even now he's surpassing Sire in terms of, you know, moral bankruptcy. I answer easily. There's no longer any room for doubt in my mind. Also, his wife and daughter are probably next door. They might cause trouble when he doesn't come home. We better hunt them down before they go to the police. Oh my god, that's really great. Is that really what you want? Oh my god. See, even Sire's freaked out by what the fuck's happening. Sire asks again, this time with a trace of fear in her voice. I guess I still haven't convinced her of my sincerity. So at the end of the manga, the man who fell for something inhuman gives up his own humanity for the sake of their love. A happy ending, don't you think, Jesus? Feel me naughty? You're all I need now, Sire. Nothing else matters. Oh my god, as long as we're together. Jesus. Tossing the knife and the meat aside, I pull Sire into my arms once more. I feel like this is a better gravelly voice because, you know, it's so much more villainous. I can say it now, Sire. Can't I? Sire, I love you. As Sire wipes away the tears flowing from her eyes, I can no longer see any hint of fear in her face. I don't want you to regret this. I don't, but I've sworn my oath, and Sire has accepted it. We have nothing to fear now. Sire will never need to cry again. I can't help it. I'm so happy. I guess I'm pretty selfish, aren't I? Don't mind. I'll always indulge your selfishness, Sire. Oh my god. Filled with contentment, we exchange a smile and set to the task of cleaning the room. A single person produces a lot more meat than I had expected. Speaking of which, I seem to remember doing something similar before. About his wife and daughter, I think he killed them. I heard their screams. Well, that makes things easier. God, after we finish here, we should go gather the meat. Not the corpses, just the meat. From the Suzumi house. That should be enough to hold us for a while. And we can use their refrigerator to store what won't fit in ours. Yeah, and just carry it across the street every so often. It's all coming together. Sarah and I will be just fine. God, okay. Surely someone's gonna get suspicious. I think I recognize this picture. After we finish our labors and get into bed, I show Sai what I found in the Ogai's house. It looks familiar. Yeah, I've definitely been there. The photograph that Sai has selected is the one with the Tochigi prefecture address on the back. That's a house, right? I see trees and mountains. Yeah, wow, Fuminori, you can see pictures now? A little. At the outset of my ordeal, when I had to depend entirely on my sense of distance to decipher what I saw, the houses in front of me, the mountains far behind them, the clouds above, only distance and scale told me what they were. Photographs and other flat images used to be nearly impossible to make out. Recently, however, I've gotten better at understanding what things are by their shape. I know what the mountains and sky look like, for instance, and how to tell them apart from buildings. Does that mean that he's repairing himself, or each of the three pictures shows a similar scene? A lone house in the middle of a thick forest. Dad called it his retreat. He said that no one would find us there. Judging by the address on the back of each photo, they probably are excellent places to hide from prying eyes. But why 3? The dates are pretty old. It seems odd that we're all taken within a few days of each other. Maybe it was scouting properties, looking for the perfect location for his hideaway. Saya recognizes only one of the houses, so that must be the one Ogai picked. Checking the location on the road map of the Kanto region, I found it's about 3 hours out of Tokyo by car. Do you think your father will be there? I tried calling him, but he didn't answer. I don't think he's there. But he might have stopped by recently. The way I see it, our only hope of finding Ogai is to follow whatever lead we have, no matter how small. The probability that his hideout will yield useful information may be low, but it's not 0. I think I'll check this place out tomorrow. Do you have to? Saya pouts. I wasn't expecting her to object. Isn't it far? It'll only take about half a day to get there, check it out, and come back. I have to stay home by myself while you're gone? So that's what it is. Slightly exasperated, I smile and rub Saya's head. Be a little patient, okay? You want to find your father too, don't you? After a brief silence, during which her expression is hard to decipher, Saya looks up to me and says, "Hey, Fuminori, let's forget about Dad." Huh? That's the last thing I expected her to say. Forget about him? But he's your father, aren't you worried? Not anymore, Saya says, coming closer to feel my wall. I have you now. I call him Dad, but he's not really my father, of course. He taught me a lot and probably loved me in his own way, but you're kinder and warmer. Saya's words make me happy, but I also hear the loneliness in them. Are you really alright with that? Yeah, don't you like it just being the two of us? I do, but I also want to meet Dr. Urgai. Having finally figured out how to explain my feelings, I continue. I want to get to know you better. If there's someone who knows about you, more about you than I do, I have to meet them. Saya doesn't seem upset, but she does tilt her head quizzically as if though my thoughts are strange to her. Also, I want to... Yeah, I'm gonna check it out tomorrow. Another plan has started to form in my head. One separate from the search for Dr. Urgai. If I find the doctor, great. If I don't, well, I think I can find another use for his mountain retreat. Oh. I know you'll be lonely, Saya, but try to bear it for a little while. Okay. Okay, she nods, then looks questioningly into my eyes. Fuminori, you really want a family and friends, don't you? More people you can spend time with? Well, that would be more fun, yeah. Fearing that Saya will start sulking, I hardly add. But don't get me wrong, even if I could have lots of friends, you'll always be special to me. I know. Thanks. Giggling, Saya rubs her cheek against mine. I'll find something to make you happy. Something just for you. Cheers. Oh god. Oh god. Today, all of Koji's classes were in the morning. On his way to meet you for lunch after his final lecture, Koji suddenly gets a call in the middle of the hallway from the doctor. Without thinking, he reaches to his belt for his new camera phone, but curses when he realizes the ringtone is coming from the old phone in his bag. He hasn't transferred his contacts list yet, and the calls still come to his old phone from people who don't know the new number. When he finally fishes the phone from his bag, the name he sees on the display sends a chill up his spine. Fuminori? Oh my god, what? Oh my god, that's scary. Why now? What does he want? It's hard to be happy about the call from Fuminori after the incident at the Ogai house. Hello? Hey, Koji. You're done with class for the day today, right? Yeah? Of course, Fuminori would know Koji is free on Thursday afternoons. I need to talk to you about something. Can you come to the parking lot? What is happening? Now? Yeah, I'll be waiting. Oh my god, are you gonna kill him and just like put his body in the trunk or something? Fuminori hangs up without another word. What's gotten into him? What does he want? Koji wonders as he sticks the phone into his jacket pocket. The sudden change is disturbing after a week of Fuminori avoiding both Koji and Yo. Maybe he's finally ready to talk, in which case Koji should probably consider this a good thing. I doubt it. However, he can't shake the feeling that something is wrong. Oh no. Did I keep you waiting? Nah. In the parking lot, Koji finds Fuminori leaning against the fender of Koji's Accord. The last time they met was in the darkness of an abandoned house. This is the first time in over a week that they've spoken face to face in the light. Perhaps this is why Koji senses something strange in Fuminori's expression. He's not sure what exactly, but something has changed. He's smiling, he's happy! I think I told you before that I'm looking for information on a man named Urgai. Yeah, I got that. Well, it's starting to get more complicated. It looks like I can't handle it by myself after all. Fuminori seems more relaxed than before. He used to be tense all the time, like he was terrified of something. But now his expression is calm. He's even wearing what resembles a sheepish grin. I need your help, Koji. What is happening? Nevertheless, some instinct is telling Koji that Fuminori's changes are not for the better. Why the sudden change of heart? Koji says, keeping his expression neutral to conceal his suspicion. You're interested, aren't you? Fuminori responds coolly. His smile, unreadable as ever, offers no glimpse of his true motives. You searched Dr. Ogai's house after me. It's a waste of time for us to look for him separately. We should team up. Oh god, okay. Why? Why does he sense malice thick and viscous lurking behind Fuminori's smile? Oh no. Anyway, I need your car today. Mind driving? Okay. I guess not. Oh my god, this is bad. Fuminori's car was destroyed. Oh yes, the accident. So Koji isn't surprised that he needs a lift. But Koji unlocks his car and gestures for Fuminori to take the passenger seat, then gets behind the wheel and starts the engine. Well, where are we going? North Tochigi, near the Nasu Heights. Tochigi? Koji can't believe his ears. Here's the address. Fuminori says, handing Koji a photo with an address on the back. We need to find this building. He seriously expects to be driven over 100 kilometers and back? Koji doesn't know whether to be angry or impressed. If we leave now, we should be there by evening, right? Yeah, maybe. Oh, wait. Wait, no, other way around. Koji sighs heavily, tapping on the steering wheel as he calms himself down. Now that he's come this far, the only thing he can do is see his friend's craziness through to the end. Oh god, to the bitter end. Is this a vacation home or something? Probably. Dr. Ogai should be there. Koji isn't looking forward to meeting the owner of that creepy house, but he's even more uneasy about letting Fuminori go alone. It looks like he'll just have to grin and bear it. Oh god, he's gonna get killed, or tortured, or both. We might not get back until night. Sorry for the trouble. Don't mention it. Koji drives out of the parking lot, leaving the rest of what he thought to say unspoken. Fuminori's smile seems wrong somehow, like an expressionless mask glued to his face. Yo finds herself sitting alone in the cafeteria, searching for a familiar face as her lunch cools on the table in front of her. She was hoping to see Koji today, but he must have had other plans. That wouldn't be at all unusual. Normally Omi and Fuminori would pick up the slack. But Omi and Fuminori aren't here anymore. Yo puts down her chopsticks, her appetite ruined by the lack of company, and by the anxiety eating at her. Omi is missing, Fuminori has turned on her, and she has no idea why. If Koji were here, she could count on him to distract her with some idle conversation. Now that she is all by herself, Yo seems keenly aware of how little tolerance she has for loneliness. She begins to feel paranoid, like the whole world is plotting to take from her everything she cherishes. What is going on here? Where has Omi gone? Is Fuminori really unrelated to her disappearance? Or is he the key to this mystery, as Koji and Dr. Tan both suspect? Yo recalls the events of last Thursday. Alone and without an outlet for her pain after Fuminori verbally eviscerated her, Yo was lucky enough to run into Koji. Although He could hardly make her problem go away. His kindness was a comfort. At the same time, Omi was on her way to Fuminori's house, and she hasn't been heard from since. Yo has only been aware of Fuminori's connection to Omi's disappearance since yesterday, when Koji revealed the truth during their visit to the hospital. What if a new possibility occurs to her, a reason for why Omi suddenly decided to visit Fuminori? What if it hadn't been a coincidence that Yo ran into Koji that day? What if Koji and Omi had known what transpired between her and Fuminori, and decided to act separately? Wait, what? Oh, yeah, duh. Omi might have seen the confrontation in the courtyard. She might have been eavesdropping. It's not unthinkable. As the idea forms in her mind, Yo feels as though something is tearing apart her body from the inside. Oh no, it's gotten into her body somehow. It's only a possibility, but if it's true, then whatever happened to Omi is Yo's responsibility too, isn't it? Well, no, not really. Oh, boo. Don't. Calm down. I mean, admittedly, I also have anxiety, so I should probably be not as harsh, but still, calm down. Yo clutches her head, groaning in agony. Oh my god, baby. The food on her tray is now cold. Not that she would have eaten it anyway. Despite her frustration and anxiety, Yo is unable to act on her own. She's never been good at adapting to challenges, and no one would ever call her proactive. She hasn't the slightest idea how to respond. Oh my god, don't go into the house, please. If Omi were here, she would probably tell Yo to think positive and trust her instincts. Yo has always depended on her best friend's energy now that Omi is gone. Yo realizes how weak and useless she is. She can only sink deeper and deeper into the abyss of self-loathing. A sudden ringing of her phone pulls her back from the brink of despair. It's a text message. There's no title and the sender is... Omi? Oh my god, what is happening? Omi? Omi? Oh my god, I don't remember what her voice is. Omi? Yo cries out in shock. The message itself is even more baffling. If you want to know about Sakisaka Fuminori, come to his house alone, tell no one. No. What are you doing? What is you doing? The message bears no trace of Omi's personality, but Yo can't deny that it was sent from her phone. Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. That could be just from the killer, which it fucking is. She takes a deep breath to calm herself before typing her reply. Taking care of the excitement doesn't cause her fingers to slip. Who is this? Is that you, Omi? Where are you? Yo presses send. The screen shows that her message was received. As she waits for a reply, her mind fills with questions. Is someone else using Omi's phone to send text messages? Obviously. If so, why to her? Not as obvious. Something suddenly occurs to her. She and Omi have exchanged countless messages over the years, many of which contain the sort of embarrassing confessions that close girlfriend shares. At times when her feelings of Fuminori grew too strong to contain, Yo often put them into words for Omi to read. Did Omi put a password on her phone? Even if she had, the person who sent the messages was obviously able to unlock it, which means that whoever it is has full access. Oh, well, I mean, we're dealing with possible murder, and you're like, oh, but they'll know that I have a crush on him, and that's super embarrassing. Parties. Do you want to know about Sakisaka Fuminori? Yo reads the strange message one more time. Whoever sent it must believe that Yo has an interest in Fuminori. The phone rings again, startling Yo, but she quickly recovers and looks at the screen. There's no title and the sender is still Takahata or Omi. I'll tell you everything when we meet. Come alone, tell no one. It's not Omi. She'll never try to scare Yo with such a mean-spirited prank. Anxiety has brought Yo almost to tears. Her mind isn't made to deal with something like this. Who is using Omi's phone and promising to reveal Fuminori's secrets? Who? Yo desperately wants advice from Koji, from anyone. She even starts to dial Koji's cell, but a sudden suspicion stops her. Cinder might be somewhere nearby, watching her at this very moment. Cold chill runs down her spine as she looks furtively around the cafeteria. Come alone, tell no one. The lifeless characters on the screen are like a knife against her throat. However, Yo clutches her phone and forces her heart to stop pounding. Isn't it cowardice exactly what she hates the most about herself? Doesn't she want to know what she's capable of? Doesn't she want to do more than just sit and wait? Well, I don't know, I'd suggest sitting and waiting. Yo realizes that her hand is shaking. How easy it would be to just give in to her cowardice, to convince herself that Omi and Furinori are beyond her reach. That is what she truly wants. Even if it means abandoning dignity and loyalty, she wants to flee from the unknown. But she knows that even escape is beyond her. Yo understands herself well. She knows that no matter how far she runs, regret and self-loathing will consume her after everything else has fallen apart. In the end, Yo was unable to overcome her cowardice alone. She lacks both the willpower and courage to run. Oh, idiot. Okay. So, people are probably gonna die. But we will do that in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Okay, bye.